Picture this. Some countries on Earth share land borders with so many others that the numbers sound impossible. 10, 12, even 14 neighbors at once. These aren't quiet little nations. They're huge powers or chaotic crossroads where mountains, rivers, empires, and history smash together to create insane border counts. Today on Facts by Maps, we're going to explore exactly why certain countries end up surrounded by so many others. Uncover the wild stories hidden in those lines. Compare the border giants to the completely isolated ones, and reveal the two countries that tie for the absolute most neighbors on the planet. If a world map has ever made you stop and think, wait, how is that even possible? Stick around. Let's go straight to the top. China borders 14 sovereign countries. Russia and North Korea and Mongolia, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan, Afghanistan, Pakistan, India, Nepal, Bhutan, Myanmar, Laos, and Vietnam. Russia matches it exactly. Norway and Finland and Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, Poland, Belarus, Ukraine, Georgia, Azerbaijan, Kazakhstan, China, Mongolia, North Korea. No other country comes close. Why 14 each? It's geography at its most brutal. Both nations occupy the massive Eurasian landmass, the largest continuous land on the planet, surrounded by dozens of smaller states that broke away from old empires over centuries. Russia's giant size stretches across 11 time zones, inheriting borders from Tsarist expansion in the Soviet era. China's location made it the crossroads of the ancient Silk Road, forcing borders with mountain kingdoms, desert nomads, and jungle states. And here's a twist. They actually share one of the longest land borders in the world with each other. They've triggered wars, refugee crises, trade booms, and frozen standoffs for generations. But it's not just about being big. Location is everything. Take Brazil, number 3 with 10 neighbors. It dominates South America so completely that it touches every single country on the continent except 2 tiny exceptions, Chile and Ecuador. Germany has 9 neighbors, squeezed right in the middle of Europe. Denmark to the north, Poland and the Czech Republic to the east, Austria and Switzerland to the south, France, Luxembourg, Belgium, and the Netherlands to the west. This central position made it the battlefield of 2 world wars, and now the economic heart of the EU. Now compare that to the isolated giants. The United States has only 2 land neighbors, Canada and Mexico, but massive ocean power instead. Australia has 0 land borders because it's a continent-sized island. The rule is clear. Countries stuck in the middle of huge continents rack up neighbors like points in a game. Islands and peninsulas get to stay peaceful and low-numbered. This geography forces alliances. Some of these borders have incredible stories behind them. China's shortest land border is with Afghanistan, only about 92 kilometers long. The famous Wakhan Corridor, deliberately left as a buffer zone during the 19th century Great Game between Britain and Russia. Russia has some bizarre tiny border segments, including historical lake disputes that measure just a few kilometers. The Democratic Republic of the Congo has 9 neighbors. But those borders were drawn with colonial rulers, ignoring rivers, tribes, and terrain, which helped fuel decades of conflict. And India, with 7 neighbors, had one of the strangest situations ever. Over 160 enclaves with Bangladesh, tiny pockets of one country completely inside the other. In 2015, they finally swapped them all in one historic deal. So the world map tells us something powerful. The countries with the most neighbors are the ones most connected, and often the most conflicted. China and Russia didn't choose 14 borders. Geography chose for them. What happens when climate change, technology, or politics starts redrawing these lines again? That's the real question. Which of these bordered countries surprised you the most? Drop it in the comments below. If this deep look at map secrets hooked you, hit subscribe and turn on notifications. Next time, we're tackling the strangest borders that literally make no sense. Share this video if it changed the way you look at a world map. Thank you for watching Facts by Maps. See you on the next one.